Hi guys, welcome to Forgotten Airsoft, where we're here to take a look at the odd, obscure, and sometimes groundbreaking designs that have made their way into airsoft form. Today, we get a piece that's both a rarity in the airsoft world and a representation of one of the most important rifles in firearms history. We have the JAC AR18. Now, the AR-18 was designed in the late 1960s by Eugene Stoner's team at Armalite as a lower-cost alternative to the AR-15 platform. The idea was simple, to take the accuracy and ergonomics of the AR-15, but ditch the expensive forged aluminum receivers and complex manufacturing. Instead, it used stamped steel, spot welding, and simpler machining so that any halfway modern factory could build them. The JAC version here is a faithful airsoft gas blowback replica of this design. You've got the same two-piece stamped steel receivers, side-folding stock, and short-stroke gas piston, or in this case, a gas blowback system that imitates the piston's travel. Even the charging handle and bolt carrier group movement are modeled after the real thing. The real rifle, the AR-18, used a short-stroke gas piston above the barrel, driving a multi-lug rotating bolt. Mechanically simpler and more reliable in dirty conditions than the AR-15's direct impingement. It field stripped easily into major components: the upper, the lower, the bolt carrier, and recoil spring assembly. The Airsoft JAC model mimics that takedown pretty closely. You pop two captive pins, the upper swings away, and the bolt assembly slides out of the receiver. It's not just cosmetic. This gas blowback system was designed in the 80s and 90s by JAC to deliver realistic recoil and mechanical cycling long before modern GBRs became common. Now, in real-world history, the AR-18 didn't see massive adoption by the United States, but it did find its way into hands of militaries in the UK, Japan, and elsewhere. More importantly, its internal design became the blueprint for dozens of future rifles. The British SA-80 and L-85, the Towa Type 89, the SAR-80, and even the G-36, they all owe major design cues to the AR-18's piston and bolt system. The irony? The AR-18 may have been called the rifle that never was in terms of sales, but its DNA spread across the world. Now, JAC, or Japan Airsoft Company, was one of the pioneers in gas blowback rifle tech back in the late 80s and early 90s. This AR-18 was one of their more ambitious projects, a steel-bodied, gas-powered replica at a time when most airsoft rifles were spring-powered or primitive AEGs. Because of Japan's firearm laws, companies like JAC focused on realistic external builds and operating mechanisms, making these some of the first airsoft guns to feel like the real firearm they were replicating. And if you like the AR-18's design, you've probably already encountered its descendants without even realizing it. Now, you see, in airsoft, you can find that the Tokyo Marui L-85, Type 89, and G-36 replicas all carry over the real AR-18's short-stroke piston and bolt design in their real steel counterparts. Even though the airsoft versions may use electric gearboxes or different gas systems, they're all a part of the same family tree. So while the JAC AR-18 might just be another quirky old-school gas blowback rifle to some collectors, it's actually a link to one of the most influential firearms designs of the 20th century. Now, whether you're into obscure airsoft history or just appreciate mechanical realism, this is a piece worth keeping on the table, both for shooting and for telling stories. Thank you.